Alright, here we are. We are doing the Sandpoint under Siege, and it says here that we only get 25 cards in the Blessing deck instead of our normal 30. It says after you advance the Blessing deck at the start of each turn, randomly select an open location, reveal the top card. If it's a boon, banish it. If it's a bane, shuffle it back into the location deck. So, alright, so may lose some good stuff due to it, but at the same time it's going to help us get through these decks. I mean, if we're losing 5 cards, so... we've got our 4 locations. Carmen and I have already decided where we're going to start. I'm going to start here at the city gate, which says if you fail a combat check, shuffle a random monster from the box into the location deck. When closing, summon and defeat a bandit henchman, which, truthfully, I don't even need to summon him. I'll kill him immediately.
I'm going to try Scarnetti Manor. At this location, when you encounter a boon, bury a boon from your hand or banish the card you encountered. That stinks. Succeed at a Charisma or Diplomacy 10 check when closing. I'm hoping I can get the Crown of Charisma in my hand, because I do have it in my deck.
Yeah, that's the whole reason that we decided we'd put her there, is because she does have the Crown of Charisma. Okay, so I'm going to draw up my 5. You want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Alright, so I was able to draw 1 weapon, so that's good. Okay, and let's go. So what we do is we... good, you did draw it up. It says after you advance the Blessing deck, we randomly select an open location, reveal the top card, and if it's, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So let's roll, and it is number 3, so we reveal the top card, and it is a boon, and it says here, if it's a boon, banish it. So the Chime of Unlocking is going to be banished, so it goes away, and now it is my turn to go. Wow, right off the bat, I found the henchman. So it's Longtooth, the dragon. Alright, so he says, before the encounter, each character at this location attempts a Dexterity or Acrobats 9 check. Characters who succeed are dealt 1 fire damage. Characters who fail are dealt 1d4 fire damage. My Dexterity is only a d8. I could use this this blessing here, the Blessing of Callistra, and add 2 to a non-Dexterity combat check.
This blessing of... Oh, wait. I thought you said it had to be dexterity.
Okay, well it does, but this is a non-combat dexterity, right? Because it's just what are you doing? What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. This is combat based.
Well, this is non-combat. I don't believe this is combat, is it? Because it's fire damage. That's not combat. So, okay. So I will use this. So I will roll 2 3d8s. Let's see. Okay, so I believe I have succeeded, right? Yeah, because it was a 9. So, okay, so that'll be discarded. And now let's see if I can beat Longtooth. Okay, so he does have a combat 15. So I will use my longsword plus 2. And my strength is a d10, so a d10. I have a melee, it's plus 7 as well. Then my longsword says for your combat check, reveal this card to roll your strength or melee plus 1d8 plus 2. So that would give me, you may automatically discard this card to add another 1d6. Okay, well, we know Valeros doesn't discard, he just recharges. And I did get the power up when it says when you play a weapon, you may recharge it or shuffle it into your deck. I did the power up, so I'm going to actually be able to reshuffle it into my deck, so it's not going to go on the bottom. So we're going to do that and get the additional d6. So I did get a plus 2 from that. Plus a plus 3 for my melee, plus 4 for my strength, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So with these 3 dice, I just need to roll a 6. So pretty confident this is going to happen here, guys. So, and he is dead. So that is 1 dragon down and 1 location as well. It does say here, when closing, summon and defeat a bandit henchman. We know I don't need to do that, but if I remember correctly, don't we have to... there was something about the bandit henchman that you had to like recharge a card or something like that, if I remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll use the archer for that and recharge that. I don't have the box right here, but I will check when it's Carmen's turn. Okay. So this will close the city gate location down, which means these cards are automatically gone in 1 turn, 1 location down. This is going to be gravy.
Wow.
Yep.
Alright, so.
And then don't forget you need to roll the dice, so... We're going to make this 2, 3, 4, and if you roll a 1, you just have to re-roll. Or actually, it doesn't say does it say open location? Yeah, it does. It says specifically open location. So you have to re-roll. You need a 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so
2.
that'll be this one here. And that is another henchman.
If it's a vein, shuffle it back into location.
I swear to God, I shuffled these. That's 2 henchmen that were on top there, though. That's kind of funny. I'd imagine we're going to be a bit rusty. We ain't played in a while. I need to check that silly...
Okay, let's see what my card is. It's an ally standard bearer. Yeah, that's a basic card, so I'm thinking I can just banish that.
Yeah, let's get rid of that. And I was right. He was recharge a card from your hand, so I was right about that. So then that's it. You're done?
All done.
So I have to do everything around here, huh? Is that what this is about?
Got rid of a card.
Yeah, you did, actually. Okay, so I will go to Sandpoint Cathedral now. I'll flip my card. And let's roll the die, and let's see. It is number 1. It is number 2. So once again, and it is a boon. So that means this will go away, which that's too bad. I would have liked to have a blessing. Jeesh. All right, so the Sandpoint Cathedral does say if you defeat a monster, you may add a blessing from your discard pile to your hand. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so let's see what I'm fighting. Lightning Touch. Okay, in Intelligence Arcane 4, we don't care about Lightning Touch. This will be banished from the game. Now, do I wish to explore again? I think I'll hold off. Carmen, back to you, gal. So go ahead and roll the D4, and let's see what ends up happening here. Number 3, that's where you're at this time. So let's see what it is. And it was a boon again, so this will go away.
Headband of alluring charisma.
that headband is
even better
beautiful.
than my crown of charisma?
It says reveal this card, add 1 to your charisma check. You may play another item on the check. So
crown of charisma is better.
All right, Rat Swarm.
I gotta fight the Rat Swarm.
You really gotta fight them. I mean,
the check to defeat is a combat 8. I've got a +3. That'd be +4. My dexterity die.
Which is a 12, plus you're fighting by yourself.
Unmodified strength die is an 8. Is this an 8? Yeah.
Yep.
+1.
Okay, it does say if you do not defeat the Rat Swarm by at least 4, shuffle it back into the deck. So.
Okay. So I can recharge a card to add 1d6 +1 if I want to.
+1.
I will recharge the Blessing of Shaylin.
Okay. Now, if I remembered correctly, what did you upgrade on your power? What was it that you did? Something about blessings, I remember.
When you play a blessing to add to your dexterity check, you may recharge it instead of discarding it.
Oh, okay. So you could have recharged it. You could actually say you're going to discard it and get 2d6s, but you recharge it anyways because you're added to your dexterity check regardless. Or does this have to be? Because this transforms into it. Or because it's a combat. Never mind.
It is a dexterity check because of my weapon.
Right,
but
okay.
That, I didn't play the blessing. It's when you play a blessing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, okay.
Okay, so
right.
I've got +5 here, so.
And then some dead rats. Okay. And are they base? Nope, they're elite. The Rat Swarm's elite, really? All right.
It is an elite Rat Swarm.
You all finished up, hon?
I'm all finished up.
All right, let's see what happens to me. Oh, whoops. Almost forgot to roll our dice, so let's see. And we did a 1. Let's try again. I didn't realize we'd roll 1s so many times. Oh, no way. So we lose that then. Wow, that is this is Magic Full Plate. It says recharge this card to reduce combat damage dealt to you by 4. Banish this card to reduce all damage dealt to you to 0. If you are proficient with heavy armors, bury this card instead. If you're proficient with heavy armors, you may recharge a card when you reset your
This scenario
game.
stinks.
That would have been awesome, man. Okay, so here I go. And it is a Goblin Warrior. If undefeated, bury 1. Well, you're not going to be undefeated. Come on, let's be serious here, right? All right, so I have a +7. He's a 9. I don't need to roll for him. He is dead. And one thing to keep in mind, it says at this location, if you defeat a monster, you may add a blessing from your discard pile to your hand. So the Blessing of Callistra comes back into my hand. He goes away, and I will use the Blessing of the Gods to explore again. So let's see what else we get here. And another Blessing of Callistra. This is great. So this requires a Dexterity 4. My Dexterity is a D8. You know, seems how I know I'm going to fight other monsters. Might as well just use my other Blessing of Callistra to make that worth 3d8s. And let's make sure I just get a hold of this thing, which I do. That'll go back into my hand. And I think I'll stop there this time. So, Carmen, back to you, gal.
Okay, I gotta roll this.
Roll that beautiful Bane footage. Right there. And, a death Bane light crossbow this time, guys. I mean,
Look at that pretty crossbow.
This is a stupid game. Stupid game. All right, hon, back to you. All right.
Potion of healing.
Well, that's pretty
Intelligence,
cool.
craft 5, banish this card, and choose a character at your location to shuffle 1d4 random cards from his discard pile into his deck.
Your intelligence is a D4.
My intelligence is a d4.
Are you all finished up?
I'm all finished up. This is exciting for me over here.
I almost forgot.
This
I gotta
location.
roll. Okay, here I go. Number 2. So that's right where I was at, and I knew I saw that too. So I lost my. I would have acquired that card automatically, just so you know. But I would have spent it anyway. So here we go. All right, a Styre, and he is a Dexterity Acrobat's 9 for me to defeat. He's not a combat. That's interesting, but that's okay. He says
satire is very dexterous.
That's satire. I love a good satire. It says all damage dealt by this.
I think it's satyr.
Is it satyr? I think it's satyr. Yeah. All damage dealt by the satyr is mental damage that cannot be reduced. He's driving me insane.
No, let's figure out some other way to pronounce it now.
Well, I like satire. I think that's even funnier, to be honest. Is that a satire in itself? All right, so I have to use Dexterity Acrobats, and unfortunately, my Dexterity is only a D8. So I will have to use Blessings. So I will use my Blessing of Callistra to add an additional D8. And so that'll let me roll 2 D8s. So that's all I can do. I don't have anything else. You want to help me out over there? I didn't realize I was going to have to... This is going to be so tough.
I could add 1 die to your check, right?
Well, couldn't you... It's a dexterity check. So if you use your Blessing of Ristal, you get to recharge it instead. Or is it only yours?
It says yours. Is it a combat check?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dexterity-based combat check?
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't have been able to use your blessing.
Yes, I can. Discard this card to add 1 die to your check. I can do that if I want. It's just if I wanted to add 2. If I wanted to add 2 dice, then it would have to be a non-combat.
Oh, then do you want me to use the era still, and then you put your Callistra back?
Well, I'm going to get... As soon as I beat him, I'm going to get it back. So it doesn't matter. You understand? Because of the location. So that doesn't matter. It's just a matter, do you want to assist me or not? I'll be honest, I'm not all that super worried. But, you know, I don't necessarily want to lose either. Does that make sense? Are you going to help me out here or not?
Why don't I just use this one?
Okay, and then it'll give me 3 D8s. All right, here we go. And I rolled a 6.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, thanks for this. So that means I will take 3 damage. Ugh. And it cannot be reduced. So both armors and full... Let me see. For your combat check, reveal this card to roll your strength or melee plus 1d8. You may additionally discard this. Yeah, we'll do Flaming Mace too. So I just lost 3 cards off of that. Thanks, Carmen.
That's
you didn't help me at all. You didn't help me at all. Okay, back to you, sweetheart.
3.
That's off yours. Let's see what it is this time.
Probably something I want.
Uh-oh! It's the big
the
dude.
villain.
But you got to shuffle him back in. So,
now.
well, we knew he was one of the last. What do you got? Only 3, 4 cards there, so we knew he was coming up.
Or well, it could have been a henchman.
Well, henchman or villain is what I meant.
It is a mace.
Boy, that's
Basic
exciting.
weapon.
Yep.
I tell you what, this location's been full of excitement for me.
That's gonna go out of the game. Okay, so you all finished then?
I'm all finished.
All right, so roll the die. Floop. And it is my location. It is a cure, and the cure goes away.
Hey, that's nice.
The cure, man. I love the cure.
Did you flip your blessing?
Yes, I did.
Oh, it's the same one.
There we go. Henchman time. Stop. Hinchman time. Okay, it says damage dealt by the stone giant is dealt to each creature at this location.
Jorgen Fist Stone Giant.
Kind of rude. He calls me a creature. So it's just a combat 16. Okay, so let's see. How many different ways can I kill him? Like a million. I could use my Sith. I think I might use my. Let me see here. I'm going to use my Great Axe. And the Great Axe allows me to roll 1d12 plus I get my normal d10. And then it says you may additionally discard this card to add your unmodified strength die, which is an additional d10. And I get to shuffle this back in, not just place it on the bottom. And so I will also have a +7. So I just need to roll a 9 with these 3 dice.
Come on. You can do it.
Got it. Okay, boy, these dice scared me a little bit there, ain't
Yeah.
they? Okay, so Jorgen, I'm the Jorgen Feast. I'm the Jorgen Feast. So he's been defeated. Now it says, first off, whenever I defeat a monster, I get to take a blessing from my discard and add it back to my hand. Now it says, when closing, banish either a blessing or Father Xanthus. So I'm going to take back my regular blessing of the gods. Now banish it.
Ha-ha.
And now this location's closed. And it says, when permanently closed, when you end your turn here, you may attempt a Wisdom 6 check to recharge a blessing from your discard pile. So, all right. Hey, that's 2 down, Carmen. Are you going to do something?
No. I'm just enjoying a peaceful time over here.
The Jorgen.
4.
My name is 4.
It is a battered chest.
It is gone then. So, bye-bye. This ain't too shabby. We're flying through this
Okay, let's
stuff.
see what my card is.
Magic
it is a magic half-plate. Constitution, Fortitude 4.
Yeah, your Constitution's a
It's
D6.
a D6.
Yeah. Might as well go for it, right? Eventually you'll get through that.
Recharge this card to reduce combat damage dealt to you by 3.
Now, one thing, we probably should have thought ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew that the villain guy was here now. We should have probably went over here to close this down. But I'll be going there now, so I could temporarily. Right. But, did you get
Aha!
it? You got it. Ha-ha!
I rolled a 6.
Yeah! Now, I wouldn't explore again. Now, one thing, keep in mind, it says, when you encounter a boon, bury a boon from your hand or banish the cards you encountered. Did you forget that?
Yes.
Would you have still wanted to do that? Because, I mean, are you actually going to want that armor?
No.
So you should have just...
armor.
Yeah. Okay, so I will now move from there to here, here to there, to everywhere. Okay, so we'll say this is 1, 2, 3, 4 now. So me again. Take Malik, but he gets shuffled in. That's what stinks. So what am I going to have to do to close that location? I can't see it.
Succeed at an intelligence or knowledge 6 check.
What's it say at this location? What's it do?
Add 1d6 to checks using the fire trait.
Oh, well, that stinks because I had that flaming mace that I discarded right there, and it actually had the fire trait. Okay.
Can you succeed at an intelligence or knowledge 6 check?
My intelligence is a D6, and then I do have my Seige, and I do have my Blessing of Yori, so yes, I can get that taken care of, no problem.
Okay.
So if you encounter him in these next few cards, I will be able to temporarily close the location, no problem. All right, so, I'm an ogre, like an onion, I got layers. That is like my best Shrek voice. I can do a good donkey, though. Hey, whoever does want a parfait? Ain't nobody gonna say they don't want no parfait. Of course you want a, you're a girl dragon. Like, I'm so good at donkey. Okay, so he says, if undefeated, the ogre deals 1 combat damage to each other character at this location. So he's a 14. Seriously, stop throwing these weak, stupid monsters at me. I mean, why do I even gotta fight this? What do I want to use? I mean, we'll use the Sith. Okay, so
Death Scythe.
Scythe, yeah, Scythe. It says for your combat check, reveal this card to roll your strength or melee plus 2 d4s. But I will now recharge it and get an additional d4 as well. If any 4s are a 5, then they count as, I believe, like, what, 2 points of damage? Is that what it was? Something like that. Yeah, they'll count as 5 damage. What was I thinking? They would count as 2 damage.
I don't know.
I have my moments. I have my moments. Alright, so there we go. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's kill some ogres.
14.
Ogre! Blah, blah, blah. And that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, actually, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is that enough? Yes! You are dead, my friend. Okay, so Carmen, it is back to you.
Alright, let's roll this d4.
Well, let's flip your card. You rolled a 2, so this was 1, 2. And it's a Goblin Cuts Purse, so you're going to have to shuffle him. So...
La 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 la.
Which one's which? Which one's which? Which one's which?
I don't know. I tried not to pay attention.
Yay! So it's the villain, and this could be game right. Wow, we flew. Okay, so let's...
Terractinus.
I am Terractinus. Okay, so let's read his stuff before I try to temporarily close to make sure you're actually going to be able to defeat
He's
him.
a giant ranger. Check to defeat combat 18, then combat 22.
There's our bad guy.
Da, da, da.
Da, da, da. I got a glare. I'm so evil.
Before the encounter, Terractinus deals 1d4 minus 1 ranged combat damage to you.
Well, yeah.
Damage dealt by Terractinus is dealt to each character at this location. That's it.
Okay, so you're going to have to do a combat 18 and then a combat 22.
Okay. You greedy little things crawl all over the fields and forests while we scrape what we can from old fires and dust. It's time you learned the taste of ashes.
Are you going to be able to do it?
Raider of Terractinus. Okay.
You went with the flavor text there, didn't you?
I did. I had to read the flavor text.
You went all flavor text on us.
Am I going to be able to do
Honey,
it?
yeah.
I've got Poog.
Yeah, I understand you got Poog, but
Okay.
that's a combat 22. So if I waste this, this will be recharged, but this will be wasted here. So if I do that, I mean, are you definitely going to be able to beat him twice? He's pretty strong.
Oh, I want to try.
No, I definitely want you to try. So, okay. So I'll work to see if I can temporarily close this down. And it says, succeeded in intelligence or knowledge 6 check. My is it an intelligence? Yeah, my intelligence is a D6. The Sage here says, recharge this card to add 1D6. So I will get 2 D6s.
Playing it safe is no fun.
Now, the Blessing of Iori says, discard this card to add 2 dice to a non-combat intelligence check. So, alright, there's 2 more. So, she goes under there. Ready? Flop. Okay. So, this is temporarily closed. Carmen, it's all in your hands now. I have nothing I can help you with.
Alright, let's do this. Before the encounter, Terractinus deals 1d4 minus 1 ranged combat damage. Let's see.
And it's 4, so he dealt.
Sahedron Medallion. Discard this card to reduce damage dealt to you by 4.
Okay. Bugga bum.
Poo! That was kind of a hard
Well, you really kind of drove your knuckle in there. If you notice, I didn't drive towards you. You did all the driving.
I did all of that. Okay, so dexterity, ranged die.
Okay.
Plus my strength die.
It's all you.
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Now keep in mind the second check's harder.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at here. So, I could recharge this card to add 3 with a fire trait to a combat check, or I could recharge it
And
to
get 2
add...
D6s.
If I discard it, I could get 2 D6s
Yeah.
plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. So that's going to give you a D8, a D12, and 2 D6s with a plus how much? 4?
Plus 4, so I would need 14.
You need 14 with those 3 dice. So you have the potential of 12, 24, 32 here, right?
Let's do it.
I think you can do it. You can do it! Alright, so a 10!
Yes.
Whoa, that was close!
Got it!
Okay, because you would have had 7. You would actually... Yeah,
Oh yeah, I need a 14, so
yeah.
I'm fine. Okay, next.
Okay, so here we go again. Here I
My
go.
dexterity, my strength, the crown of charisma
And then
will be discarded. The blessing of air still adds 2 dice to a dexterity ranged combat check, and I actually recharge this instead of discarding it.
My God.
Let's roll a 22.
Have mercy on this villain! Mercy! Wow, that's actually kind of weird. Okay, so 8, 12, oops, that was a 4, 12, 14, 20, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Was that enough? Oh! All right. Wow, we stomped it. Okay, so that went rather quickly.
Yeah,
Let's
we
see,
didn't get any cards either.
No, we didn't get a single. I only got one blessing
you
of
got a blessing,
Callistra.
that's right.
That was it. Okay, so it does say down here at the bottom, it says each character gains a power feat.
Another power feat.
So another
Yay!
power feat. Hey, give the Sharpie. It's right there.
All
okay,
right.
so I want to look at my power feats, and we'll just do this. Okay, here's my options. It says here you may use melee in place of ranged when using a weapon with the ranged trait. So this is kind of cool because I can start acquiring ranged weapons if I check this off, and then I can start using them. Basically, you know, like my whatever. And then it says add 2 to a check to acquire a weapon, or I can do 4, which I'm not worried about that. When you play a blessing to add to your strength check, add D12 instead of the normal die. I do like this though. Add 1d4 plus 1. I could up that to a d2 to another character's combat check at your location, but we try not to fight together too much. So I think I maybe will do the you may use melee in place of ranged when using a weapon with the ranged trait. So
Okay, that's nice.
all right, Carmen.
Okay, well I could make my hand size larger, which actually, look, it would come in handy.
Your hands are huge.
Because I was down to 1 card over here, so that's a possibility.
Yeah, I almost thought about that too.
You may evade your encounter and put the card on top of the deck. That's kind of sweet.
Sweet.
If you are the only character at your location, you may recharge a card to add 1d6 plus 2 instead of plus 1.
I like that.
Add 2 to your non-combat check to defeat a barrier. I'm not real...
barrier? You're always good at defeating barriers anyways.
But then the next time I upgrade it, it could be or to close a location. That would be nice.
Yeah.
To get to that. Add 2 to your check to acquire an item. That's nice.
That's nice.
I'm thinking if I make my hand size larger, here's the thing.
My hands are huge.
I just beat that guy up easily, so I don't know that that's really a top priority.
You like
right now.
beat up everybody easily. I told you when we was doing our little thing, you're like the best character in the game. You're amazing.
So I'm thinking I'm going to add 2 to my non-combat check to defeat a barrier because I want to get to that where I can add 2 to close a location. So
I like that
I'm
idea.
going to do that.
So you can add 2 to close a location?
That's the next one.
I would definitely do that.
I have to go with the non-combat check to defeat a barrier first.
I wish that you would have upgraded your first check on that instead of going with the
blessing thing.
The blessing thing, because adding 2 to close a
to close a location.
I can't talk.
Nice. That's okay.
I can't talk today. It's obvious. Okay, I got all my cards already laid out. What are you doing? Are you doing anything?
It's all the same cards.
I know. There's nothing exciting, is there?
No.
So while she's doing that, I will just go through my stuff. I can keep a total of 6 weapons. So, floop, there's all 6 of my weapons. No big difference there. My armor, I can have 3. So I've already got those 3. My items, I can have 2. So I've got my 2 items. Allies, I can have 3. So I've got my 3 allies. And my blessings, I can have 4, and there's my 4 blessings. Wow, that's a good thing I laid them out. I didn't gain a single card, because remember I had to
you banished a blessing?
Yeah, I had to banish that blessing of the gods.
You got another blessing, you just got a different one.
Well, yeah, I got the blessing of Callistra, so I got 2 of those now, which is kind of good in a way.
Well, I've got all my same cards, but here you can see them now. I've got my headband of vast intelligence.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You're missing one. What are you missing? Because you're at 17. You should be at 18.
What did I do?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know how to count. That's the problem here. Griffin Gaming. From new releases to pre-orders. Griffin Gaming. Enter in promo code GreyElephant for 5% off your order.